Happy New Year.
And it's not New Year quite yet because it's our last episode of 2025.
It's our New Year.
But welcome to season 4
It's
of the
New Year.
Until Next Week podcast as Dane pops the dew. And he'd been doing good, as you know. We got a good episode in for you today. It's some post-Christmas, pre-New Year's, a little bit of chaos in here. No one knows what day it is. A lot of stuff going on, and we got a good one in for you today.
This dew is brought to you by listeners by you.
And this is the Until Next Week podcast. We apologize for everything.
I like to drink Mountain Dew on the pod. Brought to you by viewers like you.
Brought to you by viewers like you.
Yes.
That's
what this Mountain Dew
We
is.
practice those intros so much every single week. And by practice,
it's the only thing that's not scripted.
We don't know we don't really have the rest scripted. We have like notes.
Everything's scripted.
We have an outline.
Gaslighting. Ooh.
Yeah?
I should go Chipotle.
Gaslighting? Huh?
I'm hungry.
How did you get from gaslighting to Chipotle? Did you take like a ride on Campbell or what?
Looking at some of our previous drafts, and I wrote Long John Silver's money laundering, Captain D's money laundering, Subway stealing from the elderly, Buffalo Wild Wings inflation, and Chipotle gaslighting the nation.
What? That kind of rhymed at the end. What episode are you looking at?
I don't know.
Or is it just like general notes?
As general draft notes.
Okay.
Because I have it all in one doc for our draft stuff.
Yeah.
And I see that, and I'm like, don't remember what that was about. However, I agree with all of them.
Yeah. That's crazy. But anyways, welcome to season 4 of the podcast. Thank you for everyone who's listened since the beginning, which is really just you, Dane. Thank you for listening since the beginning.
I have listened to every episode, technically.
Yeah.
But hasn't Jack listened to every episode?
He has, but actually, have you actually listened to every episode?
No, not the ones that I was taking a leave.
Well, there's also the one with Jack.
That was the only non-cancery episode.
That you didn't listen to?
Well, in general.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Because I had cancer in all the other episodes.
Yeah. Well, we don't know now either. Because
no one knows anything.
You never want to go to the doctor.
Doctors aren't real. I've been very upfront about this.
And that's going to be the episode title. Doctors are not real.
They're not. They're a bunch of scam artists.
Yes. Speaking of scam artists, how's your Christmas? What happened?
Button. Okay, so
what happened this past week for you?
This past week, I cheated on Samuel.
Wow, that took 2 minutes into the podcast? What did you do?
I went to Silver Dollar City without you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just glad you didn't start another podcast without me.
I started another podcast at Silver Dollar City without you. It's a Silver Dollar City podcast.
Oh, I know they actually have a Silver Dollar City podcast.
Why?
I don't know why anybody would listen.
That doesn't make any sense. What are they going to talk about?
Hey, it's like, we got some new cinnamon bread. I honestly don't know who listens.
I rode the same rides that are always here.
But at the same time, who listens to this?
Well, us?
Yeah.
Well, we're living different lives in the Midwest. This is the secret life of a Midwest teenager.
Yeah.
In our late 20s.
I
didn't come up with a title.
Secret life of a Midwest teenager in our mid-20s?
Late 20s.
Late 20s, yeah.
Yeah, because we're old.
That's true. Okay.
So I went to Silver Dollar City with my cousin. She calls me up on Sunday and goes, hey, got extra $25 ticket if you want to go to Silver Dollar City for my birthday. And I said, I knew it was your birthday.
Yeah. You're like, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. She said, it's Tuesday. And I was like, yep, that's what I was just a little early, slightly early. This was last Sunday. And then, so I was like, you know what? I randomly took off that day because everybody was shaming me into taking my PTO, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I guess I'll go. I got nothing better to do. I'm just stay home and relax if I didn't. So I was like, all right, I'll go. And so I go, and my auntie was there, actually, her mom, and so she paid for me to get in. My other cousin was there.
Happy birthday to her.
Shout out to Rachel and Elizabeth and Andrew, also my other cousins.
Yep.
And then all of their significant others was there, and then I was like, this is great. Makes me feel very festive this time of year.
Did you get to take a lot of pictures of all them?
No, they didn't take that many, actually. I thought because most of them are typical white girls.
Yeah.
However, they didn't take that many. I thought they would take way more, especially since one of them is engaged.
Ooh.
So in this engagement season, it's like,
I don't want more pictures.
We need to have a picture of us holding leaves together. We need to have a picture of us looking at an apple together. We need to have a picture of us going into separate restrooms at the different times.
These are really good ideas for like future podcast pictures, content for me and you. So if you could write these down, that'd be excellent.
No, you're not my significant other. You have a lady friend.
And it was to your first part, so.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, my aunt, though, and on topic here, is she said, Dane, you're my date today. And I said, I hate it when my aunt says that to me.
I mean, if she pays for you, then you just got to go along with it.
Yeah, she said, I'm riding with you all day long, and then she paid for me. I was like, I don't care. Who am I going to run into here?
Yeah.
Oh, except for the pastor's kids, ran into them there.
And you're like, oh, Dane, I didn't know you're dating someone. It's my aunt. Why are you dating your aunt?
Well,
I don't know.
They said that they thought I was dating my cousin, and I was like, nope, not Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty close, though.
We are very close to that point.
Yeah,
it's Arkansas.
Let's go.
But I was like, no. But he was there with his girlfriend, and I was like, you two need to ride separately and be in different places at all at the same time. They're like 14, so they need to be getting away from each other.
Yeah, that is very true.
So I made sure.
Don't go to grandfather's mansion.
Absolutely. Oh, no. I went to that. I fell over.
As you're walking into the building, or like in one of the trick rooms?
In the tricky rooms. Yeah. And I was just like, it's happening. And I was rolling against the wall, and all the kids are laughing at me.
Have you been to Silver Dollar City before, or it's been a while, or what?
I think I've only been there twice, and I think I was very little whenever I went there.
So never during Christmas or anything?
Oh, definitely never during Christmas.
How were the lights?
Overrated.
What?
I was like, it's all right.
You were there when it was dark, though, right?
Yeah, we were there from 2 p.m. until it closed at 9:30.
How do you say that's overrated? They have like
all right.
8 million lights.
It was okay.
It's everywhere.
What was it? The parade? I was like, boo.
No, the parade isn't good. That's why they're replacing it next year.
I was booing it.
Yeah, the parade is very anticlimactic.
Yeah, we need to replace with like jousting or something.
Well, they're going to make a longer parade.
Christmas
jousting. So that way you can boo it for 4 times as long.
Boo! I want to see at least some fire.
You could have been a Yukon Cornelius in the parade.
Oh, the redheaded dude in Rudolph?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm surprised you knew the connection there.
Because people call me that. That's why they...
And that's why you would be a great Yukon.
No, I will never be him. I'm not chasing the Yeti like he does.
Not yet.
In the claymation Christmas.
Not yet.
Which...
Not Yeti. Yeah.
Also, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a system reindeer.
Well, I mean...
He doesn't have the star power to carry a league.
Well, they always did the job before him, and then he just kind of hopped in alongside.
He was just clout chasing and ring chasing that one foggy Christmas Eve. Never put in the work.
He just had a lot of tech.
All he wanted to do was showboat.
He was a tech bro.
Yeah, he had like the newest technology, and that's the only reason he got in. His parents bought him a spot on the team.
And the real thing is, like, did he get a job the next year?
No.
Or was it only the 1 year? Because after that, they're like...
We never heard from him again.
We don't need him,
Yeah.
He went down in history for that one-time thing.
That one-time thing. They made a 30 for 30 about him, and then we never saw him again.
Yeah. Man.
Is that a mosquito?
What a guy. Huh? See a bug?
Right here. He flew away.
Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I hope I don't get bit.
I hope you get malaria.
You're actually the worst. Did you do anything else at Silver Dollar City? Did you eat anything?
Oh, rode all the rides.
Which was your favorite?
Oh man, don't remember any of the names.
Time Traveler's the one that spins.
That one, like, there was a random 40-year-old dude that was like, "This one's pretty wicked, dude."
It is.
And I rode it, and I was like, I enjoy. It was like all the other ones, except for you just spin.
But then it's like always different. If you ride it multiple times, it feels like a different ride each time.
Well, I didn't like it whenever I would be facing backwards. I felt like that defeated the purpose of the ride.
But it's kind of sometimes though it feels like you're not moving.
No,
like it's almost like you're like there's like wait. I feel like I'm stopped right here in the air.
I did feel that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. Like, everybody telling me it was going to be great made it not great.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I enjoyed that it was different than all the other roller coasters.
Did you have a good time, or did you hate your entire time at Silver Dollar City?
Well, here's the thing. I'm in my late 20s now, Samuel.
I love it.
And I woke up the next day, my hips were sore.
Have you heard of Disney adults?
Yes.
There's also the SDC adults.
Oh, no. I'm not going to be one of those. I'll go if I get in free or if I'm with my children or somebody's children.
Okay.
Like Shepard. I saw Shepard this week.
Yeah.
And then he
tried
to pee on me again. I could feel it. And drool on me.
Well, so he did pee on you?
No, he didn't pee on me.
You just said you could feel it.
Yeah, I could feel him trying to pee on me, but his bladder was resistant.
Was he kind of squinting his eyes a lot at you?
No, he kept. I pointed at him and said, "Shepard, rise up and walk," and then he didn't do it, and I was like, unreal. So
one of these years, it may work.
It may work. Maybe next year. Mm-hmm. But he's having a birthday on January 25th. He'll be 1 year old. He's basically a man now.
Yeah.
He needs to start walking and talking and getting a job.
Well,
at the Dairy
because
Queen.
we need more like drops on our soundboard.
If
we can't just have them crying.
Yeah, I need one of my nieces and nephews to work at Dairy Queen because I need a blizzard.
Well, currently you have one?
Well, so I have Shepherd, who is my real nephew, but then I have step nieces and nephews.
Okay.
I need them to work at the Dairy Queen.
They're more likely to.
Yeah, I asked the 14-year-old this week. I said, Alina, so you thought about what you want to be when you grow up? And she goes, no. And I said, so you want to work at Maverick, huh?
Well, her dream job was come and go.
Yeah,
but then because they went out, it's like, well, I guess I got to go with the Mormon one now.
It's very tough. But also, this was all at my family Christmas now, and where I saw Shepherd and my step nieces and nephews. But Cole, I drew Cole for Secret Santa, and
which you've mentioned,
which I did mention. And on Christmas Eve, I went to the dollar store.
Oh no!
I was supposed to spend $60 to $70.
So it was basically a Mr. Beast challenge. It sounds like you bought out the entire store,
basically. But I spent $134 instead. Because I went up and down every aisle, and if I thought it was like fun or ridiculous, I threw it in the cart.
Was there like a gift money like limit, or did you just?
That was the limit, $60 to $70.
And you went 134.
Yep.
Oh no!
And I got some of the highlights of the things that I got for him was I got a multitude of party poppers, and
that's kind of fun.
There was one with an excessive amount of glitter, and I said, "Cole, go ahead and light this one off." And then everybody's like, no,
don't do it.
Don't do it. And they didn't do it. And showed incredible restraint on his part. I got him 3 books. One was like A Dog's Christmas.
Yeah.
Another was Who Is She? And
did he go through every single item?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then there was one about it was like a spicy adventure of a girl becoming a woman.
Read that. Very good.
And I was like, when he started reading like the back
a spicy adventure of a
that wasn't
girl
the title.
Oh, okay.
It was something like that. But that was what it was about. A girl becoming a woman.
So she went through puberty.
Well, no, becoming a woman.
Oh,
yeah,
a woman. Yeah.
Books like you shouldn't read at home.
Okay, the ones with the shirtless cowboy on the front.
Yes,
those are my favorite.
And I don't know, because he was just reading like the back prompt to it or whatever, and I was like, oh man, I bought this because it sounded funny. I didn't notice this. A romance novel, if you will. And so I got that for Cole. I got Cole, let's call it a not Caucasian baby.
Oh, one of those.
Got Cole a do-rag and a turban.
Okay. Do-rag and a turban. What does this dollar store sell?
I don't know, but I was like, this
what aisle?
I don't know. It was up front, though.
Is it the front?
It was up front, yeah.
Yeah.
Got Cole a dragon, and I got it a friend, which was an elephant. Got him 3 dinosaurs. Got him 3 spoons. Actually, there was a lot of 3s.
Yeah.
Got him some
biblical nature, really.
Yeah. Got him some coconut milk drink, to which he did drink it. And he said,
how was it?
He goes, it's chunky. Got him some Raisinets. Those were terrible.
Well, you're only like 25 items in. You still have like another 120 things.
Got him some Drano. Got him some bleach. Got him some...
he didn't drink that, right?
Didn't drink that one, no.
Good.
Got him some diaper rash cream.
Okay, that can come in handy.
It did. Got him a very janky flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Got him. What else did I get him?
What do you think the very best item was that you got him?
The 2026 Taylor Swift calendar.
For $1?
Yeah, it was great.
How?
Don't know.
Was it like an off-brand Taylor Swift one where it doesn't really look official?
Yeah, it definitely didn't look official. It was just a bunch of photos of her, and it was like, it was just her album covers. It looked like Tortured Poets Society album covers, just on every month.
Okay, that checks out a little bit more.
So I think that was the one that he probably would like the most. But there was a few, like, he goes, oh, I got him a hammer.
Okay.
That one was cool.
Did you give him like a drill?
No, that was too expensive.
Okay.
But there was several things like that I got him that, like, I don't know, maybe a third was usable.
That's pretty cool. Honestly, I mean, if you get enough stuff for him, the odds are he'll like at least one thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm playing the numbers game here.
Well, sometimes you go for the $75 gift. You get him one thing. It's like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But if you get him 134 $1 items, odds are he'll at least he'll probably like 6 or 7 of them.
Dang it. That happened to my step niece, the 14-year-old.
Yeah.
She got a sweater. She goes, I love it. and
then
clearly
like,
she didn't like it.
Cole, do you want to trade for your poppers or bleach? I could use either right now.
Bleach the sweatshirt. But what I got is a Carhartt crossbody thing, right? Because people keep yelling at me for keeping my wallet in my car.
Oh, okay. So you can like cross dress.
No,
because it's a man purse,
cross
right?
body.
Okay.
But yes, it is kind of like a man purse.
Yeah.
And that's why I made sure it was Carhartt.
At least I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm a bad man.
Yeah. Now let me get my wallet out really quick out of my purse.
Out of my purse thing. And my keys and my charger.
And you said that'll be $6 for my caramel latte with soy milk? Okay.
No, I don't like coffee. You know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that thing, and so I'll be using that and keeping my phone in it and put my keys in it, charger, eye drops, things like that. Things that I don't want to put in my pockets, but I need to bring with me. So
that's cool.
So
did you actually ask for that?
I did.
Did Cole ask for anything? Because I don't think he asked for the steamy romance novel.
He did ask for something. I didn't really read it. Because if you guys remember, last Christmas, Cole drew me. And
he got you nothing, right?
He got me paprika, great value paprika, and then some ugly dish towels.
Yeah. Okay.
And so let me see if I could. Okay, here's the family group chat. And let me go back to what Cole put for what he wanted for Christmas. And there's a bunch of volleyball playing. Mark wanted a drill set, apparently.
Checks out.
Yeah, it does check out. That one. Cole wanted, here we go, cheap birdhouses. He didn't get that.
Okay.
A terracotta pot, 4 inches in diameter. Don't know what that means. A flashlight. I did get him that. Yeah. Didn't know he wanted that. One measuring tape. Did not get him that. Mm-hmm. And a small grow light for plants. Did not get him
Honestly, you got him a better gift.
I got him way better gifts. A do-rag and a turban. Are you kidding me? And a black baby.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so that was pretty cool. But I got the Carhartt crossbody thing. I got a Bible because I needed a daily carry Bible.
Yeah,
and because I have a study Bible, but it's kind of thicker. And
you do open carry, right?
Yeah, I open carry that thing.
That's cool.
And so I got a ESV regular Bible that goes in my backpack that I can be like, okay, this is my work backpack Bible that I have on me at all times.
That's awesome.
In my work backpack.
All times at work.
At work.
When I have my backpack, then it's on me all the time.
When I work for the church.
Yeah.
And then they got me a Mountain Dew Baja Blast Snuggie.
That's dope.
It was kind of funny.
That's dope.
And it was a little janky because all it is a blanket that goes over you, but it has
sleeves.
arm sleeves.
That's what a Snuggie is.
I thought a Snuggie went over you like a hoodie.
No, that's a hoodie.
Well, like
they
a
have
long
they
blanket
have like hoodie blankets.
Yeah.
But the original thing was a Snuggie, which is honestly not super great because it is just a sleeve.
It's just a blanket with sleeves.
Yeah.
I thought a Snuggie was the blanket hoodie.
Snuggies should have never been popular, but for some reason they blew up for a few years.
In my head, Snuggie was a blanket hoodie.
No.
But either way, I'm like, you know what? This is novelty. This is fun.
Lauren's dad got one of the blanket hoodies. It was very big. It looked pretty cozy. So maybe you can trade sometime.
No, I need the Mountain Dew one. It's Baja Blast.
That is true. Yeah. Okay, you got the better one. Are you going to wear that whenever you go to Taco Bell? You could use that as like a giant napkin, like not apron. Yeah, apron's a good word.
Yeah, it
could be keep the mess off you.
No, absolutely not. What'd you do this Christmas?
So before Christmas, I went to the Polar Express, not to see the movie, but to go on the actual Polar Express in Branson, Missouri.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Daniel, my brother, he got hit in the head with one of those, what's it called? Like when you go into a parking garage and like the arm that comes up and down.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
He got hit in the head with one of those once in Branson. So they're like, hey, do you just want a couple Polar Express tickets and just forget about what happened? And he's like, sure, why not? So he had to use those, and we both went.
That's funny.
Again, we went together. Everybody else had like their families with little kids, all dressed in pajamas, and then it's me and my older brother going, not in all that. But it was pretty cool because they have like the different train carts and like everybody sitting together. And again, this is really targeted towards families and small children. And we were walking around looking for our 2 seats, and we went in a cart and there were no kids. It was a big adult family from Mississippi and Texas. And let's just say we stuck out like mayonnaise pretty aggressively.
What do you mean stuck out like mayonnaise? That's not a saying.
We were a lot lighter than everyone else.
Oh, everybody was black? Is that what you're trying to say, Samuel?
I didn't want to say it directly.
Samuel hates black people.
No, okay, don't say that because it's not true whatsoever. But they looked at us and they're like, oh man, what are you doing here? Because again, they're all in there like eating their dinner. They brought in like fried like fish from somewhere, and then we're just like, hey,
Samuel,
those are our seats. Ooh. And then I think they got annoyed, and they didn't actually give us one of our seats. They ended up sitting like across from each other, and then my brother and I sat across from each other, and we're like, well, this will be an adventure. So that was nice. But with this Polar Express, we got a hot chocolate at one point as you're riding on the train.
Too warm for that?
It was pretty lukewarm. It was kind of disappointing, honestly.
Outside?
Huh?
I mean, it's too warm for hot chocolate outside.
I mean, that day it was a little bit cooler.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was still in a hoodie and stuff.
Oh.
Got a cookie. Ooh. And then also got one of those little bells from Santa Claus, who came through all the carts. And then in the middle of the ride, they had the Polar Express book. And they had like a giant copy, and there's like workers who had to come through and like show you the picture book as they're reading the story over the thing. So he's just like probably mid-20s, and he's showing this adult group this picture book.
This is exactly where he thought he'd be.
He feels, you can just tell, he's like, I don't want to be here. So he's just like really showing us like this giant picture. Like, here's them riding on the train. Here's them going through this. And then he shows like the other table. It's like all people like in their 40s. And then this other one is like this grandma and someone else. And I think he wanted to get out of there so quick.
Because it's one thing to do this with kids, but it's another thing with adults.
There were no kids. I honestly might have been the youngest person. And like as soon as he first walked in, like with the book, like one of the ladies like blurred out like laughing. She's like, "Oh snap, we're doing this."
Well, Samuel's 34. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, they've never like I don't think they've ever been to Branson's. They're like, "What is this?" And I think they felt scammed by the end of it because if you buy tickets for this, it's like $75 a piece.
Absolutely.
So as a family, they dropped like $700 to get read a Polar Express book, get a lukewarm hot chocolate, a cookie, and then get a bell from Santa.
Unreal.
So it was an adventure for sure. Something I don't think...
Memories no one will forget.
Yeah, won't forget that. It probably would have been better, at least if we were in pajamas.
Right.
Like, just in case.
Do you think they thought that you guys maybe were a couple?
That was also kind of the curious part, because we don't look a ton alike, but also I made sure I acted on the straight and narrow. Just like, hey, I should have mentioned like, hey, this is my brother. Don't ask any more questions.
Hey, brother Daniel.
Yes. Brother Daniel.
Daniel.
Hey, brother Daniel.
Brother Daniel.
Hello, brother Joseph.
Peace be with you.
Yes. Peace be with you.
Oh yeah, Christmas Eve gathering happened at our church.
Yeah,
I was there for that.
But yeah, that was like all kind of pre-Christmas stuff, and then I did not go to the Hill City gathering, which I do want to hear.
Yeah, I saw you cheated on us.
Well, you cheated on me first.
What do you mean?
You said you cheated on me by going to Silver Dollar City.
We belong to the same church,
Tuesday.
Samuel.
But still, I went with the rest of my family to the church that I grew up in.
I know, selfishly.
Which is Second Baptist. But something with that church specifically is they have like a giant balcony. They do the candlelight service every single year for probably the past 10 years. I always take a picture from the balcony. It looks very majestic. It's of my hand holding the candle and all the other candles lit up in the background. And I think like 2 years ago, after I posted, someone's like, I need to use this next year in our social media post for the church or whatever else. I'm like, sure, do it. And then I think that was last year. They didn't do it. But then this year, all of a sudden, I'm looking around. I'm like, they posted a picture of my hand. I got no photo creds. They used my picture that I took from the balcony.
Photo credentials.
They also did not. I think they took a screenshot. It was kind of blurry. But yeah, that's my hands all over their social media, just holding the candle. And then I got the same picture again. They reposted me, tagged them, everything else.
See, we need to bring that back. Photo creds.
I think they should, because right now I'm an unpaid social media like photographer for my former church. Influencer, yeah. But I mean, they were quality pics.
I used to comment on everybody's photo creds, and I definitely didn't take the photo.
That checks out, actually. I don't know if I probably did that like once or twice. Like I didn't really do that very often.
I did it a lot.
But overall, it was a good time. Did not burn down the church. That's always the risk.
That is a
lighting
risk.
up hundreds of candles all at once. Yeah. Especially in the balcony, because if at one point they're like, everybody raise your candles, and sometimes you're very close to like the fire, like not extinguisher.
The sprinkler.
Yeah, fire sprinkler.
Yeah,
you get very close to it,
sprinklers.
and like, I don't know how close I'm supposed to be with this flame before it goes off. And that would also be a Christmas Eve to remember.
Miracle.
So just want to point that out. Unpaid social media photographer. Got to add that to my LinkedIn sometime soon. But how did the Hill City one go? Was it crazy packed both times, or did they do a good job at like distributing the people?
They did a lot.
Or turning them away.
It was a lot better distributing this year. Last year, the gatherings were split up. It was 4 and 6, and when I tell you,
wasn't like 1,200 people, like 400 people.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was closer to that, and so it's like 80% of the people are in one gathering, and then the other, there's empty rows of people in the next one. This year, it was about dead even for both. It was about 800. And so
plenty. You didn't have to open up the
garage doors.
Yeah.
I don't think we did, but almost every seat was full.
That's cool. And then all the little kids were in the front, like with no seats.
They sat up front with no seats and stuff. I was in childcare for 2s and under, so I was with the 2-year-olds.
Did you get a embrace either service or no?
I mean, I got a handshake for my service.
You got a handshake for your service?
For my service.
Oh, for your service, like helping out.
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
Okay.
Because 2-year-olds are what we call not in Dane's wheelhouse.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Dane's wheelhouse is
middle school,
kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yeah.
And so those are the age groups that I'm like, this is great. Let's do this. And high schoolers, I like high schoolers, but they just don't want to have fun. And so 9th grade, I'm still good. 10th grade, pretty good. But 11th and 12th grade, I'm just like, you guys are lame. You guys don't want to do anything.
I mean, that's good, though. They had 11th and 12th grade childcare during the service.
Yeah, we need it, honestly. No, but it was great. The gathering was great. We did fire. We sang a bunch of songs. Bunch of new people, obviously. The Creaster people. People who think they're Christian, but they're not. And they show up on Christmas and Easter. I'm telling you how it is.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah.
I don't want to hide behind the facade.
Yeah, I mean, again, not wrong.
So it was cool though, and my prayer was that people would hear the gospel for the first time.
Yeah, and hopefully start showing up to church, getting community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, show up, people.
Let's go.
And then Samuel and Lauren this year are going to become covenant members, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, still need to do that. I have been getting more emails more recently, like, hey. Do you want to volunteer sometime? And
you need to serve coffee. You're a perfect coffee guy.
The issue is I get there too late, so I'd have to get there early.
Yeah,
I would start setting up like my own like barista thing, just like going hardcore. It's like, wait, what?
Volunteer at the 11. You can be there at 10:30.
Yeah, I could see.
You don't have to do the 8.
Yeah. Eventually, see, I don't have an excuse as much now because before I was like helping out with like K Life, and that was kind of like the ministry where I'm doing stuff, but because we don't help with K-Life anymore, I probably should find something else at some point.
Coffee, parking is up your alley.
Now parking, I'll just put everybody back in the street.
Just
like, but no, we're good. We're good. Get away.
Communion,
yeah. I used to do that occasionally when we were at the Galois because they'd be like, hey, you're going upstairs, right? I'm like, yeah. Like, we don't have anybody to do communion. You want to do it? I'm like, sure. Do you have the card of what I need to say? Yep. Cool.
That was the worst process ever. They would just literally ask people as they walked in.
I kind of dug it.
I didn't like it.
I mean, I kind of liked it because then, like, I think you get more people helping out who wouldn't help out maybe otherwise or as consistently. And
now they want people who are like covenant members to do stuff like this.
But I mean, I don't hate it also doing that. Like every once in a while they have like, or even they had like ask a few people like each week, like, hey, do you want to do this?
They would ask me every week.
Yeah. I did it like a few times, I think.
Yeah.
But didn't hate it. But then Christmas happened. Overall, very solid time. Always enjoy being around here, family, friends, etc. Don't need to dig into like all the Christmas festivities because it was like 75 degrees, so it didn't really feel like Christmas.
It was the worst.
Just like a few like gift highlights, I guess.
Cowboys victory.
Did they win?
They did win,
but they're not in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter.
It actually hurt us.
Yeah. So shout out to you, not getting as high of a pick.
But we have a winning culture.
That is true. But some gift highlights. Got like a Polaroid camera from Lauren, or like a type of like Polaroid. You know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
think it's like an off-brand Polaroid, not actual Polaroid. It's kind of like how people call tissues Kleenex, but not all tissues are Kleenex, but all Kleenex are tissues. That kind of idea.
That's a philosopher's statement.
It is. I also got like some John Chris tickets from Rebecca.
Whoa.
And then one of the most unique gifts, or I guess hard to get gifts, was this Christmas Bass Pro hat that I got for my mom.
The one you're wearing?
This is not Christmas or Bass Pro. This is a Springfield Cardinals hat. Can you not see it?
With the Missouri State logo on the side.
But this was a hat that I saw when we first visited Santa, like back in November. I was like, this is really cool. It has like Christmas lights on it. It's completely different than every Bass Pro hat I've ever seen. $10. I'm like, I'll get it next week. Come back next week. Not there.
Yep.
And then we asked like the people, it's like, yeah, it's sold out everywhere. And it's like, but we might get some in eventually. And every once in a while we'd check Bass Pro and be like, nope, not here.
And they didn't.
Not here. And I guess that gave an idea to my mom. It's like, I gotta find this hat. Gotta do it. So she started calling like stores like all across the country, including Alaska. And then Alaska's like, we got them, but why are you trying to get them from us? There's some in the store in Branson. It's like, what? Like we already checked there. And of course they said there's like 15 go down to Branson.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because they go down there to Branson. And they're like, yeah, we don't like have any out or anything. Apparently, a corporate wanted to keep all these for themselves. I'm like, why is corporate ordering all the hats? And they're like, hey, we are not letting anyone else have them. We get them now.
None of our customers.
But basically, my mom had a word with them and was able to get a hold of that said hat, and then I got it.
Moms tend to do that.
Yeah, so she does not back down in those scenarios, and I appreciate that. And I ended up with the very cool Christmas hat. So yeah, pretty happy about it.
My mom once threatened AT&T to call the attorney general on them.
My mom has called and emailed multiple CEOs of all the biggest Fortune 500 companies.
What is it about white moms, man?
Like everybody's like,
what do you mean you don't have this?
Like she like legitimately, she's contacted like Tim Cook before, like at Apple, like about something. I'm like, what? How? I don't know how you're getting a hold of these people, but you know, whatever.
Probably over noise cancellation versus non-noise cancellation.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. So if you're a corporate CEO, watch out.
We want to apologize to you on behalf of our mothers.
Yeah. So that was a very sweet gift that she was able to hunt those down.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. But overall, solid Christmas. I've gone to 2 of 3 Christmases so far. There's one more I'm going to this afternoon with like some of Lauren's like extended family where they're doing like a Secret Santa situation, which honestly, not as fun as a white elephant.
White elephant's way better.
White elephant's drastically better because you can buy whatever gift you want.
Yeah.
Compared to a Secret Santa is like, well, you're supposed to buy this gift that they asked for. And it's like, well, now they know what's most likely coming. It's like,
I knew exactly what I was getting.
It's not very fun. But he's like, oh, this is exactly what I put on my Amazon request list.
I want to go into this like, first off, having several opportunities to walk away with something great.
Yeah, sometimes like you can go in and like get like a major upgrade. And with the chance that you get absolute crap.
Yeah. One year I almost got an air fryer.
Yeah.
But instead I got whiskey glasses.
Yeah. And sometimes one year I almost got like an iPod Nano or iPod Shuffle, but I ended up with this like homemade like mittens. Like, take out like stuff out of the oven. Which
you're like, you know what? It's all right.
Yeah.
I could have come in with, or I could have walked away with nothing. Yeah. But I got homemade mittens.
Another year, yeah, I think it's like a minute. Or like to hold like hot pans.
Oven
like
mitts.
Oven. Yeah, like homemade oven mitts. I'm like, that's not great. I wanted the iPod.
It's not great.
Yeah.
The iPod Nanos are awesome.
Yeah, it would have been dope.
I want to get those for my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
This is a real iPod Nano.
Yeah. It's like, you can listen to music on this.
Kind of.
Yeah. And I went all out on this. Like, this was way more expensive than everybody else because I'm the best.
Look, it's got a shuffle button right here.
Yeah. But then like another year with like my K-Life group, someone brought an Xbox 360 game case. No game in it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, at the very least, get something that's about $10. You just gave a leftover case, so someone's going to end up with nothing.
30 cents worth of stuff.
And you're going to be like, man, I love my gift I got. I'm like, come on. Just, you got to put in at least a little bit of effort.
Well, you remember when Judgmental Jake tried to give away my Cowboys toaster?
That was still so annoying.
That was unreal.
Those are the kind of people who should never be invited to any kind of party ever again.
Yeah. He thought that my gift to Cole, the $60 to $71 items.
Did you bring that back up to him? Be like, no. You think I'm a Grinch. You stole my item. So I had no fun. I was stressed the whole night because I had to get my own thing back.
I stole my own heirloom from my father back twice.
Yeah. He spent $0 on the entire gift thing. You still spent $134. You spent more money than you had to prove a point.
Of which fulfilled several needs that Cole needed.
Yes.
And a lot more that he didn't need.
Yeah. So.
And then Jake says, you're a Grinch, blah, blah, blah. My family thought this was hilarious.
No, you brought more joy and more memories to them than ever before. He brought you trauma.
He did bring me trauma, and I can't. You know where that toaster is now? In the trunk of my car, so no one can get it.
Yeah, that way you can get some toast during your lunch break.
Yeah,
nice.
We're way over.
What are we talking about?
We need to go to the grinder.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll find the button. We just, I mean, it was good. That was some good.
It's Judgmental Jake's fault.
Judgmental Jake grinds gears.
Then he had the audacity to ask me what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today is you need to make New Year's plans, Jake. Yeah. That's what you need to do today.
Hey, if you catch up on all like 45 hours of Stranger Things, you can join in on the Chris New Year's party that I'm going to.
I don't want to go to.
So that's all you got to do. You got time.
I do have time. I could watch all of it, but I don't want
to. Speaking of mention Judgmental Jake all the time on the podcast, do you not let Pretty Ricky know that we mention him all the time? Because I saw him at church like last week. I was like, because he was talking about listening to like part of the podcast or something. I'm like,
we did.
Yeah, I was like, we mention you like every week. He's like, wait, what? You do? I'm like, yeah, at the very end. Like, you're one of our sponsors. Like, what?
Well,
he was like, huh, okay. cool. I'm like, yeah, just keep listening. So like, how much do you actually tell people?
People will ask me.
Like obviously, like the iconic ones, like Judgmental Jake. He knows in some capacity that he's mentioned. Like,
he knows he's
like
a sponsor.
Reverend Banks, obviously, because he's called in.
Yeah.
Like as we're recording the pod.
Reverend Banks loves that he's a sponsor.
And Jake Trust in Art
loves that he's a sponsor
He
too.
knows.
He threatened to burn his Until Next Week shirt actually.
Let me check this out.
Because we were in this league together and I needed to beat somebody for him to have better position.
Yeah.
But Judgmental Jake has asked me to make him not a sponsor anymore. He said he doesn't want to
Judgmental Jake?
Yeah.
No. I mean, we don't say his last name.
Jake Pridgeon.
I knew it. There we go. He's okay.
Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah. But
he's just squirrely.
But what grinds my gears? Sports owners with no loyalty.
Speaking
the
Kansas Chiefs.
Yeah, I didn't notice you put Kansas Chiefs.
The Kansas Chiefs. They're not the Kansas City Chiefs anymore. They are the Kansas Chiefs.
What is it with Missouri owners besides the Cardinals? Like this is like one of the few things where it's like, well, I guess the Cardinals owners at least keep them in St. Louis, and they build around. But everywhere else is like as a state, Missouri, I think I've lost 8 professional teams over the past like 50 years.
Kansas City Monarchs, the basketball team, whatever
St.
they
Louis
were.
Hawks.
St.
Louis Cardinals
Atlanta
football
Hawks.
team.
Yep. Arizona Cardinals after that.
There's St. Louis Browns. The other there used to be 2 baseball teams in St. Louis.
The Browns.
And then like another St. Louis team of some kind.
And I said the Monarchs.
Yeah.
The basketball team.
I don't know who said Rams.
Wasn't there like something Bullets that were here?
I think that might have been Kansas City. I don't know.
Something Bullets.
But yeah, there's like 4 teams in Kansas City at one point that have left. 4 teams in like St. Louis that have left. And there's that dumb mosquito. Do you get it?
No, I missed.
So close. But yeah, I'm like,
I see you.
By the end of the episode, we will kill it and Dane will eat it.
I had forgotten about it until now.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to bring that back up. But yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs, some of the most wealthy owners in all of football are like, yeah,
they're worth $25 billion.
We don't like how Missouri does not want to give us $3 billion plus dollars. So I'm going to completely ruin my father's legacy and take away what was so great in Missouri and move it to Kansas.
Lamar would never have done this.
It is, I think people are like, he would roll over in his grave pretty aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
And like, what's even wilder is in the Kansas City Chiefs stadium. I don't know if it was his dad who built it or he that built it, but they legitimately have like a multiple story like home in the Chiefs stadium. Like I've seen pictures of it. Like there's like staircases and like rooms and everything else, and then you can go out onto the suite. And instead, when they're going to now Kansas, where they don't care about the fans,
one of the worst states in the union,
the stadium I believe will lose like 10,000 seats. Yep. So then prices will skyrocket for other fans who actually care, and they're going to have more luxury boxes.
And it's a dome now.
Which is just taking away elements.
Yeah. One of the iconic things about the Chiefs is how the cold weather. Buffalo, the Chiefs, Pittsburgh,
the Packers will be the only team in the end without a dome, because do you know what? They're owned by the fans. So they will literally never go anywhere. Like that's the coolest thing about that situation with the Packers.
The best part about the Chiefs thing is it's worse than you think it is. I was listening to a podcast on my way up to driving to Christmas.
Yeah.
And they were like handing out like award or Christmas gifts for NFL teams. It was some gimmick, you know. And they gave Kansas City Chiefs a lump of coal because they were like, when you think like this deal sounds bad, it's worse than it sounds. Because they pledged that all this money is going to go back and create jobs. And we know from the data of everything ever that, or every new stadium ever, that it does not create new jobs. It does not pour revenue back into the state. And in fact,
it's also taking away all the ones from Missouri.
Yeah, it takes away all the ones from Missouri.
Which probably had more jobs before involved with that. Because you would have had to have more people for like the parking attendants, more people probably serving 70,000 fans compared to 60,000 fans.
Yep.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And then also they are going to be paying quote unquote $3 million in rent every year to the state of Kansas. But what it does is it goes into the sports revenue fund, which is being funneled back into the Chiefs.
Yeah, they can use it all to do their renovations and anything else they want to do. So basically,
or stadium costs.
The only money they'll get tax money. Which again, how long will it take to cover $3 billion plus dollars?
Yeah.
And it's a bad deal.
The state of Kansas citizens are paying 1.8 of the $3 billion, and then it's unreal because Missouri shot down twice $700 million renovations to the stadium because they want to pay higher taxes just to fund the billionaire stadium. And then he goes, fine, take my toy and go elsewhere to a state that will be begging for a professional sports
All they
stadium.
wanted was they wanted the dome, and they wanted just a lot of other stuff.
And they made it the new one into a dome because they're like, oh,
we can host a Super Bowl once every 30 years.
Yeah, they want to host the Super Bowl. They want to host Final Four games for basketball. They want to host NCAA, college football games. They want to host concert venues. They just want to make more cash on top of everything is what it is.
Yeah, which, I mean...
while stealing from the fans.
Yeah, it just stinks because from the outside, they try to put on a very polished look. And I know they are... like
Clark said this is for the fans.
Yeah.
He said this is for people like you. And no, it's not. It's a bold-faced lie.
I've seen a lot of hardcore Chiefs fans who are just like, yeah, this is a slap in the face.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's unreal. And
then people who don't know nothing are just like, they're just moving 30 minutes away. It doesn't make a difference. It's like,
it makes big
well,
difference.
except for 10,000 fewer people can see a game each week.
Yeah.
Which equals what, like close to maybe 100, up to 100,000 people a year.
Yeah.
Prices will skyrocket for everybody else. So just the richer get richer and the poorer get poorer.
That's exactly what's
Except for the
happening.
poor who don't spend money on tickets. I guess they do get a little richer.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Hated the Chiefs anyways, and I love that this happened to them. But
and by the time it even opens, like their team will be crap.
I hope
Mahomes
so.
will almost be gone.
Yeah.
Kelsey will be long gone. Like
because
it
the
could be a rough
lease
time.
for Arrowhead runs out in 2031, and so this iconic stadium will just be left void.
They have to spend like $100 million to tear it down.
Yeah,
If that's what they end up doing.
which is like, do you tear it down? Don't know. It's gonna be like the Edward Jones Dome all over again.
Yeah. I really hope that the Royals stay in Missouri, because if the Royals leave, then all you
It's
got
just Cardinals and Blues
St. Louis Blues, and then also the soccer team.
and the Springfield Lunkers,
Springfield Lunkers. Yeah, you can't forget the Arena Football Leagues.
semi-pro.
Yeah. That was, again, a lot of stuff for sports owners with no loyalty.
Because they're bums.
Yeah, so that grinds my gears. Dane,
Man.
what grinds your gears?
Refrigerators.
Look to your right. What do you think that is?
Where?
The big box.
Their refrigerator.
That's a mini fridge.
It's a mini fridge.
Yeah, got that for my dad for Christmas.
What the heck? Get me a mini fridge.
I got it for my Rebecca and myself. Went in on a mini fridge for my dad.
I want a mini fridge.
Pretty nice.
How much is the mini fridge?
It was on sale for like $170.
Get me a mini fridge.
It's nice. Yeah, I can.
Unreal.
We can see. You could get two of those or one of the cheaper iPads like you want.
Ooh, I do want that as well.
Yeah.
I need both for my desk at work.
That's true. So fridges, though, they grind your gears?
So when you have elderly parents like I do, then Mark is 64, I think, and then Tammy is 61.
Elderly is wild.
Super elderly. And so they're like, blah, 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 we can't move the refrigerator inside. So they wait for all of us to come home, and they're like, hey, just in the meantime, I need you guys to move this refrigerator and swap it out.
Full-size fridge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
An extra large fridge.
Yeah.
Big enough to where we had to take the door off the hinges in order to get it in the house.
Yeah,
And then go upstairs and then into the kitchen. Move all the food from the old refrigerator into the new refrigerator. You better hurry because it's getting warm.
It's going bad.
Yep. And then take all the stuff off the fridge because, old people love collecting things.
Yeah,
And they're just like, well, I might need this 1927 juice presser.
Those do come in handy.
We found that.
They do.
Because we played a game with the family called Find the Most Random Thing That You Can Find in the House and see who has the funniest thing. And one of them brought forward a 1920s juice presser.
Also, that is the house that has like 10 bedrooms, right?
Yes.
How is that house configured? Because I was talking to like a coworker, and he's like, what is this house? Like, because a few weeks ago, like, add a room here, here, here. I'm like, I have no idea. I can't even imagine what it looks like. I have zero clue.
So, like a lot of houses, front door, don't go through the front door.
Yeah.
Go through the side door here.
Yeah.
And you walk in, there's the original house, which is a kind of makeshift kitchen, and then a living room, one bedroom, one bathroom.
Yeah, because this is
And
on like
dining room.
farmland, right?
Yeah, we live on 250 acres. So,
Okay.
a lot of land. Yeah.
Sell one of those acres, get an iPad.
Basically, yeah. And we don't use it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Okay, so the
actually
house.
we use it for cattle. But so you walk in, and there's that bedroom and blah blah blah. Then there's a dining room and a kitchen, and then they built on the summer kitchen or whatever. I don't know what that is. And then that became the laundry room now, and so it's a little bit nicer than the old house. Then there was the outdoor kitchen where they used to cook things out there. It's legit like concrete walls. It's not furnished at all. There's no installation. So it was where they would cook things whenever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But and then you go forward and they added on to the house. And so they added on, actually, before we get there was an upstairs too. And so you go upstairs, and there was 2 bedrooms upstairs.
In the original house?
In the original house.
Okay.
And then they added on. And then there was another bedroom kind of going forward. I don't know how directionally.
So did they add on more to the main floor and add the second floor?
They added on to the second floor. They added a bedroom.
Which means they would have had to add on the main floor.
Yes.
To therefore put on a second
They added
floor.
to both, yes. And so upstairs they added a bedroom, and then they added like a kind of lofty area right here that has a set of stairs that goes downstairs into the new living room and the new kitchen. And then there was no extra bedrooms downstairs.
Do you have
and a half bath downstairs?
Do you have
too.
Any idea how many square feet?
I don't know.
Because I can make a. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You need to show me a picture sometime because I am really curious, like what this looks like.
Well, I'll do some math here in a second for how many people we legitimately slept comfortably. Everybody had their own bed last
Crazy.
night.
That's insane.
I'll do math in a second.
Okay.
But so then that got added on, and now we're up to 1, 2, 3 bedrooms.
4. Yeah.
3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. And then me, Lindsay, Cole, and my dad moved in when they married. My dad and my stepmom got married.
Yeah.
And then they added on their bedroom, a giant living room, 3 bedrooms upstairs,
Bowling
and 2
alley,
bathrooms.
right? Indoor swimming pool, full-size basketball court.
That would have been fun. But no, they're lame. They were like, we do have a pool outside that we don't use anymore.
Yeah.
But so then we added on all of those, and now we're up to, I don't know how many bedrooms that is. It was, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 bedrooms.
Yeah.
And then they added on 2 more baths, so it's 4.5 baths.
So if anything ever went down the drain, like U.S. was just falling apart, all y'all would go to that home.
Oh, yeah.
And hunker down aggressively.
Yes.
I'm sure there's at least one gun in that. There's only one. There's only one in the entire residence.
There's... I don't know. I think
you do well.
I think 25 guns is conservative in that house. and then when it's deer season, there's just guns laying everywhere. When it's deer season, it's unreal. Like when there's no kids home, it's just everywhere.
That's insane.
They're unloaded and they're just laying there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay.
And so, 8 bedrooms and then 4.5 baths. And then they're talking about how we don't have enough room. And so I slept there. Cole slept there. Lindsay, Daniel, Shepard.
Shepard was allowed in the house, even though he hasn't learned how to talk yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Even was disgracefully allowed in the house. So me, Lindsay, Daniel, Shepard, Cole was there, Danielle, my stepsister, her husband Nathan, their 2 kids, so we're up to 9. Tammy, Mark, that's 11, and then my step grandpa Ed, so that's 12. Did anybody else stay there? I don't think so. So 12 people slept there comfortably. Everybody had their own bed, and
that's insane.
Because that lofty area turned that into a bedroom as well. So kind of, it's no like doors to it, but like if like the children sleep there essentially.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So we got from refrigerators to that. That's good.
And there's some parts of the house are very modern and new, and then you walk to the other side of the house is very old.
You're like, I don't understand what's happening here.
Some of it doesn't have insulation. Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's nice if like you're really warm some days. It's like, okay, go in the ice rooms.
Legitimately. So my dad, it keeps the house warm with like a furnace, and so we get there, and it was like in the room I was sleeping in. Or Lindsay probably wants me to say this. It was 82 degrees in Shepard's room, which was very bad, I guess, for him. But then you walk over to this different room, and it's probably like 68.
Okay.
And it was crazy. And in my room, it was one of the 82 rooms, and that was a problem.
Yeah.
So I got a fan up there. I stole one.
And how does that tie into your Avatar review?
So what grinds my gears is I saw Avatar. Or I moved the refrigeration.
Yeah.
That was my refrigerator thing.
Yeah,
but
very
Avatar, I went and watched it, and it was okay.
This is the third one?
The third one,
I haven't seen the second one yet.
Oh, and the second one sucks.
I feel like the only one that's... Again, I'll let you go into yours. I've only seen the first one. I feel like that's the only one that should matter. And then they're like, we're going to make 7 more of these. I'm like, why?
First one is fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it. It was a great retelling of the American relations with the Native Americans.
True. Very true.
And it ends in a different way. But the first one's fantastic. Second one, it was okay. I didn't really like the whole, like, they expand to water, and they're like, oh, wow, we're going to own water or whatever now,
and
too.
then fire's next, right?
Fire and ash.
Land, water, fire, yeah.
And so This one was kind of crazy. There was basically a demon-possessed lady in this one, and she was crazy, and I liked her for that.
Nice.
But then the main protagonist comes back. He's trying to get his son, whatever. He seems kind of good, but then he's not. And then there's epic battle scenes, but there was almost too many like, oh no, there's no way out. Okay, and then somehow something happens and they get out of it. And there was like 5 or 6 of those, and it's like, okay. Like, how about we have some more build up to that instead of doing 5 or 6? So it was pretty good. You should go see it, but I mean,
scale 1 to 10.
So I think the first movie was like a 9. It was great.
Yep.
Second one, I put it like maybe 7.
Yeah,
maybe. This one was probably 7.9.
Okay,
it was okay. You should see it. Wouldn't hurt you if you wait for it to come out on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably should do that. Honestly,
checks out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research?
Factually, no. Emotionally, yes.
We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks, and fourth quarter comebacks. But most importantly, no soccer.
No soccer.
Welcome back to another version of Sports Talk. Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, you did.
I should have let Maye cook in the fantasy football league, the guillotine league specifically.
No. Hey.
Yeah, I got eliminated.
Team is dead.
3 teams left. I legitimately had like 8 of the top 10 position players.
You had a lot of really good players.
I had McCaffrey.
Yep. Go.
Between McCaffrey and Puka, who I both picked up that week.
Puka had 46 points and you didn't win.
In my league, I had like 90
that.
points between those 2 guys.
That's a heck of a head start.
But then Josh Allen does not throw or rush for a touchdown.
That was
Gives
tough.
me like 14.
Yeah.
And then Dak Prescott did good. Got me like 30.
He did pretty good.
Right before the game, I was like, should I start Drake Maye? I'm like, it won't matter. There's no way I get eliminated.
Right.
Drake Maye is my bench goes for like 42.
Yep.
That would have been enough to make it by. That's unfortunate. And then I had the running back for the Dolphins,
Achan.
And I'm like,
Devon.
Again, it shouldn't really matter. So I'll just keep him over James Cook. James Cook gets 30 points on my bench while Achan gets like 18. I'm like, well, that would have been helpful too.
Yeah.
And then I somehow I could have put Cook in over like Amon-Ra St. Brown, the wide receiver for the Lions, who's so unpredictable. And he was unpredictable again.
He did okay, yeah.
Like 11 points. And the Seattle team.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
No, well, he did fine, but the team is called
The
blank.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, yes, they scored like 38 points in their game. I had their kicker.
Oh, Jason Myers.
2 points.
Yeah,
how is that even possible? Like that is insane. So, long story short, I lost in this league, got eliminated by half a point.
Guillotine.
It was like 212.7 to like 213.2, and I almost had a chance because there was like no way I was going to make it.
Yeah.
And then I had again McCaffrey going at the end.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 minutes left in the game.
Off.
And he would have had the chance. He only needed like 5 more yards or 1 catch. And then Phillip freaking Rivers throws a pick 6.
Goat.
Game's done. Man. Because after that, they're like, well, just keep kneeing the ball. There's no hope because they were only down by 2 touchdowns. If Rivers would have got a touchdown or they would have scored points, they would have ran with McCaffrey a few times. Would have won. But instead, his pick 6 is what ultimately was the end of my season.
The hand giveth and the hand taketh.
Yeah. And then this other team who should have been eliminated like in week 11. Like every single week, she's like, there's no way I'm going to make it. The projections don't look good. And then she just comes back and wins. And like even this week, like after like the first or second day, she's like, yeah, it was a good run. There's no chance I make it. And then she eliminates me. And then this week, she's in the championship. And her guys so far who've played have gone off. And her projections are not showing she's going to win.
Yeah.
But again, projections are way off on Sleeper. Way off.
Nah.
So she already has like the guaranteed points, a lot of them. She's looking good. And she put the message like, yeah, I think this is it. And everybody's like, no, it's not. That's just like your death chant. Like immediately, if you see the message from her, it means you're eliminated. She's going to win it all. And it's insane.
Wow.
It was so sad.
It's reverse psychology now. It's tradition for her to say she's not going to make
it. I was like legitimately, this isn't good. Like emotionally, I was just like, felt like something tragic had happened to me for like 3 days. Like it felt like all the air had been sucked out of my chest when I thought I was going to win this all. And then at the very last second, when McCaffrey gave me hope and then this pick 6 happened, I'm like, well, everything's pointless. Next day, woke up, I'm like, how did I lose it? And then the next day, the waiver wire went through. I'm like, well, there's my entire team just taken. And then I sent a message to them. I'm like, hey, your guys' teams look pretty good now all of a sudden. I'm like, and then I
stripped and gutted for parts.
Yeah, and then I sent that gif of Thanos, and where it's like, at what cost? And like it costs cost everything.
It cost everything.
Yeah. So
all because Samuel wanted to get cute.
Yeah. So that was very disappointing, especially that I had like 100 points between 4 players on my bench just sitting there. Also in the Until Next Week podcast, Fantasy Football League,
Goat League,
my team in the 5th place game against Ali Hoopy decided to score, I think, more points than any team has scored all year.
Ever.
Typically we're projected, if you're amazing, you're projected at 260 or no, like 160.
Yeah.
My team went off for like 250 points. Part of that was because of the 50-point safety. But then also
50-point safety.
But I also had James Cook who went off. Chris Olave went off for his best game of the year. Like,
did.
I know. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that I won 5th place. And it was disappointing.
What do you get for that?
I get to send a shirt to Ryan Rockwell, who won the league.
Wow.
And then looks like I'm going to give one to Keenan A. Smith for a good fight as well.
Nice.
Yes. So I was like, hey, do you want to meet up sometime soon? He's like, well, I work in Rogersville. I'm like, well, we'll find out another time. We'll meet up at a different time.
Dang it.
So looks like they both will get a Until Next Week podcast shirt. Good job fighting, both of you. Ryan called it at the beginning of the year that he would win. And yeah, pretty crazy time. So
Sam took away all the drops.
Well,
they were gonna get an applause.
Sorry. I didn't know where you're going with that. And now like Ryan Rockwell won the league. Wow. And then Keenan got second.
I want to beat other people.
Yeah. So overall, good leagues for the year. Disappointing end for myself in both of them. But it looks like you also have some fantasy championships to get to. And also, the Green Bay Packers have officially clinched a spot in the playoffs after the Lions lost and are now in last place in their division.
After the Lions pooped down their leg.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. So
I was watching that game.
Yeah.
However, so my fantasy leagues, other than the Until Next Week league, went like this. I was the number 1 seed in my hometown league. Lost first round. Nice.
Checks out.
Checks out.
That's usually how it happens. You play amazing the regular season.
Yep.
Poop the bed.
So that was great. And then I made it to the semifinals in my staff league and was playing against Puka. And so
Puka went off.
He had immediately 50-point advantage on me. And then I had Chris Olave and I had Christian McCaffrey.
Who both went off.
Both went off. And I had a bunch of other guys who honestly went off. And then, so I thought I wasn't going to win at all. He scored 176 points. But Sunday, right around when church was getting out.
ESPN?
No, the sleeper.
Okay, so 176 is solid still.
Well, it depends on your league scoring. But so then church is getting out, and then it shifts because Olave started going off to where it was 52% him and 48% me. And I was like, am I going to pull this off? Is this going to happen?
Christmas miracle?
Yeah, it got to the point of 50-50. And I was like, no way. I was like, and then he started scoring a bunch of points after that. And ended up, I had McCaffrey on Sunday Night Football, or was it Sunday night or Monday night? Monday Night Football. And got close, but then lost by like 8 points, I think. Dang. So got eliminated in semifinals, playing for 3rd place, get my money back this week. But I'm in 2 championships this week.
One of which you sold your soul for.
That is what people are calling it in the chat right now. So I traded my 1st through 8th round pick next year to get all these players to win this championship. And it is currently projected 51% me, 49% him.
Oh, no.
And I've had a couple players play, most of which have not done good.
Well, because it was like the Lions game.
Yeah,
or the Thursday games.
I was originally projected like 63% chance of winning, and now it's down to 51%. So it's not trending in the right direction.
But have you already got more of the guaranteed points? They have people still on the board.
Yeah, he still has. So I've played CD, who only got me 9 points.
Yeah, CD was crap.
And then I played Jake Bates, the Lions kicker. He got me 6 points. And he played Terry McLaurin, who got him 11 points.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like,
anything can happen.
Well,
you'll have to wait until next year to hear what happens in Dane's league.
That one's going to look very interesting. And then in my Dynasty League, this is the one I wanted to save to the end because...
this is the one you sold your soul for.
No, the other one is my keeper league. So you can trade future draft picks, but you only get to keep one player at the end of the year. Dynasty League, you keep every player you have.
Okay, sorry, got that mixed up.
So this one, my team was, I don't know what they were doing last week. It was terrible. And I was like, gosh, this is the league I'm 14-0 in. Mate, I've been steamrolling guys. And then I was like, wow, I'm going to lose in the semifinal game to a 6-8 team. That's what is going to happen.
Should have never made the playoffs.
And I was like, I should never have made the playoffs. Sold all my draft picks for next year and the year after. And I was like, man, that's tough. And I was like, well, it's going to end. And while I'm in Avatar, a Christmas miracle happens.
Are you serious?
And while I'm in Avatar, I'm sitting there, and let me go to last week here, and let's see who I had playing on Monday Night Football in this league. It is going to take a second to load. So I had, on Monday Night Football, Jonathan Taylor playing, Christian McCaffrey playing, and George Kittle playing. And I was down going into this game like 61 points.
What, you had Kittle playing?
I had McCaffrey, Kittle, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Kittle kind of killed me.
And I was like, dang. I was like, I'm not going to get 61 points. This is kind of a lot. And then I just started getting updates. And I'm not looking at my phone because I don't want to be distracted during the game. Jonathan Taylor gets me 15 points. It's okay. Not great for him. And then Kittle gets me 21 points.
Yeah, Kittle
pretty good.
Best game of his year.
Of the year so far. Yeah. And then McCaffrey absolutely went insane with 117 yards. He was 6 for 29 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I ended up winning by 3. And came back and won. And now I'm in the championship with a 70% chance of winning.
You got this.
And I might make, between house sitting and fantasy football league, I might make $500 this week.
That's enough for an iPad and a mini fridge.
Enough for an iPad and a mini fridge. And Christmas came around again this year, and we love it, guys. Yeah. So be cheering for me at home this week. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I'll know the results by the time you're listening to this.
Yep. Just want to point out really quick, one last thing about my guillotine league. It had to happen this way. That the 3 teams left in that league were 2 of the 3 teams I made trades with that year.
Yep.
Were the ones left.
Yep.
One of those guys was Kittle. I traded away. The other team had Kittle when I had McCaffrey, and because Kittle went off so aggressively,
McBride.
I needed McCaffrey to go aggressive.
Right.
And also McBride played horrible this week.
Yep. Brisket. He got me eliminated because of him, because he only had 11 points.
But Kittle ultimately was my demise because he just did nothing. And also the other team who should have been eliminated this whole time, their defense got them 30 points.
What defense was it?
I don't know. I would have to look, but they legitimately got 30 points. My defense got me 9. I'm like, whose defense gets 30 points? It was insane. I was so mad.
Was it the Saints defense?
Maybe.
Because they were playing the Jets, and I started them in one league.
I think it might have been Saints. Yeah. And I'm like, how did you get 30 points on defense? That's that's double my quarterback score.
Man.
So that was bad. And then one other thing, Jake Triplett, who's the Ghostrunners podcast host, who's also was in that league, got eliminated really early. He said, my heart is broken for you that you got eliminated, because legitimately in the past minute of the Lions game, there was 2 different touchdowns I think that St. Brown caught that were called off. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Which, while I'm glad the Lions lost because it means the Packers did clinch a spot, I'm like, I would have liked those points. That would have been nice.
Well, this was for this week's, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it was last week's game. He had 2 touchdowns called back, but then this week was the other game they lost, which officially made the Packers get in. But I'm like,
man,
come on. There's so many opportunities. My team just did horrible.
And that's life.
That is life. I think that's a good transition to our main segment. After I find the button right here. Smooth.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't. God does. But he's not telling.
Welcome back to the main segment. I don't think this will be super long, but as this is the first episode of season 4, but also the last episode of 2025, we're not going to do our New Year's resolutions. Yes,
mine's to be more toxic.
I can't think a lot of works, which we'll get into that next week. I can't think a lot of ideas for that quite yet, so we want to wait until next week for that. But in the meantime, we will talk about our top moment or moments of 2025, and then maybe some things we're looking forward to in 2026. And also, if you have any things that you want to throw in the comments, whether it's stuff that happened to you this year that was cool, or stuff that you're looking forward to, let us know. We'll read those off next week. And you can also leave voice memos.
Voice memos.
Yeah. I'll just get into mine because why not? For myself, some of my top memories or top moments from this past year had to been, I guess, all the concerts I went to.
That was a lot.
Just looking, because I did go to a lot of concerts. So I kind of wrote down some of them. Went to Ben Rector twice. One time with Rebecca in Tulsa. One time with Lauren in Kansas City. Saw Lecrae, which I guess was potentially his last full tour ever.
Man.
Which is kind of cool. Saw him in Springfield. Post Malone, Jelly Roll, this guy called Gregory Alan Isakov.
I know him. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, that's a lot of people's like number one artist.
Yeah, he's very like kind of folky. I feel like that checks out because you probably see a lot of people from Hill City, so they probably like those folk vibes.
There's a certain aesthetic to Hill City people.
Yeah, that checks.
He's there.
Checks out a lot. Yeah, saw him at an amphitheater in Arkansas. Also, like Need to Breathe, KB, Josiah Queen, the Doobie Brothers with like my dad, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's just a lot of good concerts I was able to go to. I'm very grateful I had that opportunity. But then the highlight really of all those was when I decided to be a doppelganger of Ben Rector in Kansas City. Got photos
and you kissed him
across. Hey, we're not getting there yet.
Whoa.
Got photos like all across town trying to like recreate the images he made for his album as I wore basically his exact outfit, and then got to randomly meet him again outside of the venue, and then basically just seeing the shock in his face, like you're me. And then again he took a picture of me and sent it to like some people. I'm like, that's wild. So that was I had a lot of good memories obviously from 2025, but that's the one that immediately sticks out, something very unique. And just overall good time.
Wow, 2025.
Yeah. So what about you? What's your top moment of 25?
I had 3. Number 1, less cancer.
That is good. That is very good, not only for you, but for the podcast.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
Yes.
Who I owe money to.
Yeah. If you want the Christmas by Cancer.
No. Cancer-free Christmas.
Cancer-free Christmas bracelets. I'm sure there's still more out there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there is. Working towards this whole ministry thing, getting a better handle on what that's like and what I'm supposed to be doing and stuff.
A little more clarity.
That was pretty fun. And then also going to Canada this year. That was fun. I flew on a plane for the first time ever.
Yep.
Went out of the country for the first time ever. Went to New York. Kind of. I was in Buffalo, New York, and then we drove up there. Lots of Josh Allen jerseys.
Yeah, understandable.
That was pretty cool. I was like, man, this is like a whole different country than what I'm used to. I'm used to Mahomes jerseys. And
I don't hate Allen.
Yeah,
there's something
I don't
weird.
hate Josh Allen. Yeah. And so that was kind of cool. And did I say seeing Niagara Falls?
No, but you just did.
Seeing Niagara Falls. That was okay. I thought it was overrated. But I don't know. There's just not a lot of things that I'm just like wowed by. I'm like, yep. All right.
That's pretty good.
A bunch of my friends got married this year. Reverend Banks and Mrs. Reverend Banks promptly got pregnant, and then
checks out.
They're having their baby somewhat soonish.
And he will be a guest on the pod. Not Reverend Banks or his wife. The baby.
The baby, who we don't know the name of.
We will impersonate nurses and take him or her immediately to put on the pod.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. We'll take him immediately to put on the pod just so he can get a good
sounds like
clip.
This.
And that's
the worst sound
You'll
ever.
be best friends with Shepard one day. And Shepard is excited for that idea.
He sounds excited. Shepard needs to cut it out. He needs to quit doing things like that.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, yeah. That was fun. Summer camp was crazy. Like a weekend was crazy. We talked to the fire marshals on that weekend. We're doing that again in February here pretty soon.
That's cool.
What happened in the fall? I don't know. Bunch of things.
I mean, those were some solid moments. I guess I also did go to my friend.
Oh, Shepard was born. In January 25th of 2025.
Yeah. I was going to say, I guess also on New Year's last year was when I went down to Miami to see my friend's second wedding, but it was still to each other. But that was fun going down Miami just randomly.
I remember you doing that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was good content for the pod. But yeah, just lots of good memories, spending time with family, friends, etc.
Wow.
Good time overall.
2025, book closed.
Yeah. But there's 2026.
And now.
Yeah, looking forward to, again, for myself, I had like 3 different things. Prepping for like more concerts, shows, etc.
You need to go to more.
Yeah. Need to breathe. Need to breathe at more concerts. Yeah. I know I'll go to John Christ because Rebecca got me tickets for like a comedy show.
Yes.
That same weekend that John Christ is in town, Nate Bargatze's also in town.
I want to go to that one.
I'm seeing him.
The
prices have dropped pretty drastically.
Really?
When they first like posted them, they're like $150 for cheapest tickets. I'm like, that's not going to sell out.
Now what are they?
I think you can get tickets for probably closer to like $50.
Where do you buy your tickets on?
I can send you a link.
Send me a link.
If you type in Nate Bargatze show, Missouri State.
Wait, what weekend is it?
Like February, like 20th.
Better not be. I can't go then.
It's somewhere in there. Wait, what are you doing February 20th?
That's like a weekend.
Nate Bargatze. But I think they're on a Sunday.
If it's
Sunday night, you would be able to go. February 22nd, but it's a Sunday.
Yeah, that's Sunday night.
So you probably could go.
Our conference ends Sunday morning. So
yeah.
And then I'll be off the rest of the day. So I could go.
Yeah.
Dude, I would go.
I need to see if we randomly have tickets over where we're sitting and you can buy a ticket next to us. We're in some cheaper seats.
Judgmental Jig said he wants to go too.
I'll make sure there's only one seat so only you can get.
I'll legit go see it. I've never been to a comedy show.
No, I think you would like it. You'd vibe with a lot of these. You also probably love John Christ, but that is on that Friday. So
yeah, I can't go to that one.
But then concerts. I think the only concert I currently have planned is Forrest Frank, which will be crazy.
Yeah, in St. Louis or Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
So that'll be awesome. And then I'm sure there's a chance I could go to Ben Rector at some point.
Again.
I know, just all the time, like clockwork. But overall, looking forward to a lot of concerts and shows. Looking forward to when the Packers win the Super Bowl in February. That'll be big. Even without Micah Parsons. Like, that's what they're going to do because there's no obvious... If you look at the NFL, there's not like a powerhouse this year. It's like anybody can win. Like anything can happen at this point. Like
I would pick the Rams right now, but yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah, like there is not like, oh man, you got to play them. No, it's like, oh, Lamar Jackson was poo-poo this year. Patrick Mahomes was poo-poo. Burrow was injured all year. Like all these teams that should be in the mix, aren't.
I'm really interested to see how the AFC shakes out.
Yeah, I still want to see.
It's got to be Josh Allen's time.
If the Packers somehow lose, which they won't, I would love to see Allen. But also, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Rodgers win one last Super Bowl.
I'd be pissed.
But in the perfect world, it'd be Packers against the Steelers. The Packers win with Jordan Love going down like last minute to score the winning touchdown. Rodgers tries to do one last throw.
And he gets the Hail Mary.
And he gets it, and they catch it. But it's just short, and then he retires on the spot, and then
takes the metaphorical crown off his head and
gives it to Love. Yes, so that will be pretty sweet to see. And then also, this is just more general. I think just looking forward to trying to get more clarity in my life, like in general, just kind of figuring out like what this life is like.
A new car,
the good chance,
an iPhone.
No, okay, you go. You say what you're looking forward to now. You can't say iPhone. That's crap. But yeah, a lot of stuff to look forward to.
Things I'm looking forward to in 2026. I only have 7.
You said 3.
I know, but then I wrote 7.
Okay. What are yours?
Took mine.
Okay.
Number 1, getting married.
Shout out. You're doing great.
Number 2, getting promoted.
Okay.
That'd be great.
And all these things are going to happen on the same day.
Yes. Number 3 also can happen on the same day. World domination.
Okay. Yeah, you got to do the first 2. Yeah, because you got to get promoted. Okay, yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
Number 4, seeing who gets a new car first, Dane or Samuel.
The answer may surprise you.
We don't know. It's crazy.
What's crazy is if you do, that would be like your 4th car you've had in the time period I've had mine.
I know, yeah.
Because you had the one, and then you upgraded, and then you kind of downgraded, and then you kind of subgraded.
Well, lateral movement.
Yeah. Okay. What else? That's 4, I think, right?
Yep. Number 5, becoming more of a self-sufficient cook at home.
Okay. I thought you were going to say self-centered.
That too.
That could be number 6. Who knows?
No, I want to learn how to cook at home more and be able to meal prep and then not eat out as much and not be dependent on eating out as much.
Really good idea, because then you also can control sodium, and sodium's not good for you.
Sodium's
via
great
my
for you.
doctor.
Whatever. Why does he know? Number 6, run more marathons. That'd be fun.
Good. Train for more marathons in preparation, yeah.
I got to free up a lot more time in order to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
And then number 7, mission trip part 2, ?
Okay. To a different country again?
Yeah. So we have 3 partners, maybe 4 soon. But we have Canada, Paraguay, and Italy. And so I'd like to go to Paraguay or Italy. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be kind of dope.
But we might have China one day.
Ooh.
Which I'm like, oh man, that one, we're going to put that one in the distant future. Let's see what happens.
That'd be kind of wild.
Let's see if I get arrested there.
Let's go. Man, that would be big for the pod.
If I
get arrested. A lot of good content once you get back. And that's when we...
you would have no idea. I just wouldn't answer my phone.
Yeah.
So, because they would take all my stuff and you'd be like, well, I'm recording without Dane.
I don't know what happened, but we're back.
He's either dead or arrested.
Yeah.
Or both.
I'll make up a good excuse that will get more plays. Whatever sounds the worst, I'll probably go with it.
He's arrested.
Yeah. That's worse than you dying. The worst thing. Got arrested.
It's more entertaining.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And then you can send in voice memos from prison. Hey, guys, I know you said I got 1 call, but could I just send in an Instagram voice memo?
Every day.
Please.
And then I'll leave clues in the voice memo.
That would be good.
That'll lead to my freedom.
And then we decipher them.
Yes.
This is a lot of stuff to look forward to. So, yeah.
2026 is going to be great.
2026 is going to be wild. Looking forward to it. And
World Cup. That's going to be this year.
We don't talk about soccer.
I just want to watch United States games. That's all I want to watch.
Okay.
It's in America.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to go down that route, then also the Winter Olympics.
No, that's boring. I want to watch the World Cup.
And that's also happening. So, but who cares? Because it is time for
to manifest your destiny. What'd you press?
I pressed both at the same time. Part 96 of Dane's
Wow,
Manifesto.
welcome to part 96 of Dane's Manifesto. The only manifesto where you can read it and feel more encouraged than when you left or began. And so, my prompt here for my part 96 of Dane's Manifesto is... Why does having a good night in your late 20s sound closer to a funeral? And so I came up with 5 things that constitute a good night in your late 20s.
Yeah.
And this was inspired because after I went to ride the roller coasters in Branson on Monday, I woke up the next day and my hips were really tight and they were really sore. My lower back was hurt. And every time I rode the roller coaster, it felt like I was punched in the face.
Yeah.
It really did. Yeah. And then I'd be like, another. And then I'd be like, oh, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And so here's what a good night sounds like in your late 20s. Number 1. You're surrounded by close friends and family.
That is good. Man, you are going to die.
Number 2, a meal that everyone can enjoy during and afterwards.
Yep. Checking out.
Usually wings, though. Number 3, comfortable shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, or comfortable clothes in general. Like you want to be comfortable while you're getting ready to die. I mean,
Scrubs.
stay in.
Yeah,
scrubs, if you will. Maybe some people are getting formally dressed up. Maybe they're coming home from work, probably.
Some tears.
They're just coming straight there.
Or crying.
Yeah, a little of both, which that might come in here here in a second. Number 4, very little outside exposure.
Yeah.
Don't go outside.
Checks out.
Going outside is a hassle, and you might get sunburnt and get skin cancer and die.
Yep.
So outside is trying to kill you. Remember the episode of SpongeBob where he almost breaks his butt?
There also a lot of times with this, there might be, like if you're going to a restaurant, there might be some one who checks up on you every once in a while to make sure you're feeling comfortable.
Yeah, your crazy ex.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yep.
Talking about the way things used to be. You'd be like, remember when things were simple and we didn't have all this? And you didn't have to have every streaming service. You just came home, you watched your SpongeBob, you watched your new episode of Drake and Josh or Victorious or Zoe 101.
Yeah.
And then you went to bed.
Yeah.
You didn't go to bed. You started watching other stuff. Then you started watching Nick at Night.
Yeah.
And then you started watching some of
The
That's
Cosby
So
Show,
Raven.
yeah.
No, not the Cosby Show.
It was on Nick at Night.
So that was the 5 things. But then there's a bonus one.
Ooh.
Don't do the usual, or don't do anything new. Always do the usual. So find out what is the restaurant you always want to go to and make that the tradition, or ordering it in. And then you're like, you know what? I want to go to the same spot, sit in our same chairs, and order the usual.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a heck of a night in your late 20s.
That's beautiful. I do remember one other thing as we close out of Dane's Manifesto. One other thing that happened to me this week is that I finally reached Chick-fil-A Red status.
Oh, finally.
Something that I've been striving for years, but I never quite reached it, but I finally have.
Yes.
Now, if I ever go to Atlanta, Georgia, I can get a behind-the-scenes tour of Chick-fil-A.
Not Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, pretty big. So looking forward to that. But also, it's time for part 42 of Samuel's Little Known Facts.
Samuel's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Eyeball genius that knows about tax. Samuel's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome back to Samuel's Little Known Facts. As we are between Christmas and the New Year's, I decided to look up some little known facts about this period in time, and I think these might be intriguing to you. So number 1,
zone.
This is the Great Temporal Disorientation.
I have no idea what it is.
And that's what I was going to say. Between December 25th and January 1st, the average person forgets what day of the week it is nearly 5 times. Like, legitimately, when you showed up today, I had to check my watch and be like, okay, it is Saturday. Like, I was not positive.
I knew it was Saturday because you texted me. And I was like, oh, yeah, it is Saturday.
Yeah.
I have to work tomorrow.
I don't know how recent of a survey this is, but in a survey, 40% of people admitted they lose track of their routine entirely, questioning the date at least 6 times before New Year's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, again,
that's the only thing I'm concerned about in this week is what is my New Year's plans?
Yeah. Which Watch Stranger Things.
No, Stranger Things is the worst.
This is also the return of the unwanted $10 billion. Yes, Americans receive $10.1 billion worth of unwanted gifts every year, approximately.
Yep.
The most common victims are clothing and accessories, roughly 43%, followed by household items. Roughly 1 in 4 items purchased during the holiday season will be returned to the store.
I did receive some soap for Christmas that was entitled "For Your Filthy Balls." That's what it said on it. And apparently it was from... do you want to know what website this was from?
I don't know.
I'm not sure I can say it on the pod.
Yeah.
It was unreal, the website that it was from.
You don't need that bleep, do you?
I don't know. Oh, the sweaty balls?
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll keep it in. We'll keep it in.
But it was unreal. Got it from my stepmom, and I was like, what are you trying to say? And then she got me some body wash, and then she got me something else to keep clean. Oh, it was boxers with odor control.
That's crazy.
I was like, Tammy.
Tammy. Okay, so also there's the... regarding work colleagues, it says when it comes to the most disposable gifts, work colleagues take the crown. According to a 2025 household reports, people are nearly 4 times more likely to throw away a gift from a coworker than from a sibling.
Oh, yeah, because you don't feel bad.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't really have any sentimental attachment to anything or you. Why did you give me a gift? I don't really know.
Yeah, why'd you get me a pencil sharpener? I already have 3.
Yeah, that's so true. There's, I guess this is kind of like a feral week. I guess hygiene routines take a massive hit.
Oh, yeah.
It says about 9% of people admit they will only shower if they know they are having visitors that day. Instead, nearly half or 48% of the population chooses to wear comfy clothes almost exclusively. So
I will shower every day. I'm not.
And that's why it says 9% of people admit.
Oh, only 9%.
Yeah. So, but as a whole, it appears people do shower less. They're wearing a lot more comfy clothes. They don't really care.
Well, I don't like feeling gross.
No, I hate that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be all sticky all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to be. Ugh.
Yeah. Also, finally, there is about 19% of people admit they plan to play board games a little too competitively during the post-Christmas week. It says this often leads to the peak period for family arguments, as the combination of boredom and sugar crashes creates a perfect storm for Monopoly-induced friction.
I love Monopoly.
Which is something that comes up with you, the Monopoly.
So. I love dominating my family in Monopoly.
Yeah.
I cheated at the game we played this week.
But that is all of the little-known facts for this week. I hope you might have learned something special.
Wow.
So.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
My wife told me I should be more in touch with my feminine side. What? So while I was driving, I hit a few curbs.
And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
That's the first one you've ever laughed at, I think.
That's the best one ever. Because I was like, oh, man, where's he going with this?
I don't think I've ever heard you laugh. Most of the time, like, this is stupid.
Yeah, because they're all usually stupid. That's the only one that I was like, that's a good joke right there.
Jack, you redeemed yourself. You are now redeemed for 2026. You're back on contract.
Renewed membership.
Wow.
Because in one of my old small groups that I used to run, we always did highs, lows, buffaloes. And for every girl, we would ask them how many curbs they hit this week.
Yep.
And it's like, listen, you got nothing to hide if you hit 0 curbs.
Yeah.
And then there was always curbs that they hit. It was unreal.
That's good.
So,
and we also got a voice memo this week.
Ooh. Dane, I kind of like this beat. Do you have any songs you could sing for me?
Yo. You hit record, we hit regret. The voice memos, the wildest yet. Hot takes, weird thoughts, midnight dreams. The one guy still chasing his dreams. Mumbled nonsense, emotional flair. We play it back like we just don't care.
Voice memos.
Wow. Back-to-back championships. I'd like to thank the Academy, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, my biggest supporters, Jack, and my wife, Megan, and my parents, I guess. It's been an honor and a pleasure competing in the league. All great people and great football minds, and then there's also Dane. But seriously, it's great to be a part of such a fun group to play fake football with, and I can't wait until next season. Can somebody say three-peat?
That was Ryan Rockwell, in case you didn't know. I didn't realize he won last year, because that's when we both crapped the bed.
No.
When we both were in the mix, and then we blew it.
We both got to the semifinals, I remember that, and lost.
Yeah, that was rough.
Which is lame.
Man. That's crazy.
We need to try harder next year. Yeah. By we, I mean you, because I quit forever.
No, there's a chance. You could always come back.
There's zero chance.
We will see. We might put some new rules in place.
No vetoes for Dane's trades.
We will get something worked out.
Dane has no rules. Everybody else has rules.
We will get something worked out. Okay. We had some replies to last week's episode. Some of those comments were that... Jack Holmgren said, Samuel trying to ban the Holy Spirit in a draft after the father and son were taken is so sacrilegious, and he should have to quit his job and change his name and move to Albania.
Yes.
You don't, and this is in quotations, you don't want her, speaking of Dane's wife, to sit on Santa's lap. You got to take it. Samuel's unfortunate sayings. Yeah, that's and crazy. Then he also put chili would be the ginger soup for a natural remedy. Team chili, everyone comment team chili.
Team chili.
And then there were 2 comments underneath there, one from Rebecca and one from Angela Birdwell, that basically was like team chili.
Team chili, yes.
Keenan A. Smith, he jumped in here. He put, I need about 35 points for Michael Pittman Jr. tonight, LOL. So congrats to Ryan on the championship win. Also, let us know what you got for Christmas since the next episode will be recorded after. Well, Keenan, we already did. So hopefully you listened.
Quit asking.
Angela Birdwell also put, listing on our Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I still want the winning chili recipe.
Oh.
Merry Christmas to you all. And then Nat put, my favorite part of the episode was the extended ASMR gift unwrapping experience segment. Great podcast content.
That's true. It was kind of crazy.
I threw that legitimately like in the middle of the episode because I had to go right into like grind your gears or whatever.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We'll record this afterwards.
And and we're throwing it randomly in the episode right here.
And then I'm drinking one of those Mountain Dews right now.
And then we also had the poll, who had the better Christmas draft, and was 75% of the vote. Slam overtook Nemo.
What?
So shout out. Thank you.
Bunch of racist fans.
No, they just know that I'm better than you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So that is about it there, which means it's time for our sponsors of the week. Yes, our number one sponsor of the week is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And Dane, what do you got to bring for us today?
So I'm Dane, and
hi, Dane.
We're talking about Jesus today again. And so last night had a conversation with a family member. And because we went and we got, what was it called? We went and got
ice cream,
some diaper.
Rash cream.
No, it was like gas X for his child or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we started talking about it, and he's like, I gotta be honest, like this whole like life is just like weighing down like a little bit, and it's just like getting hard to do everything, and it just feels like I like need just more help and more like just buy-in from just life and people in general, and like it just feels like so much all the time. And I was like, yeah, and this is something that I think a lot of guys are struggling with, and we had a long conversation all around this idea. But it was a conversation, basically the idea of like men are running this race and they're tired and they're not talking about our feelings.
Yeah.
And so men never talk about their feelings because they never see their dads talk about their feelings. And then here's the thing, look at our parents and ask yourself, do you want to end up like our parents' generation where they're seemingly never able to retire? And if they do retire, they turn out to find something equally unfulfilling. And so they keep running this hamster wheel of life, and then they keep getting the same unfulfilledness to them, that like there's this like God-sized hole in their heart that they're like trying to fill with all these different things, and they've already run the experiment for us, and guess what? It's unfulfilling.
Yeah.
And so why is there even a void to fill in their lives in the first place? And isn't this supposed to be the time when they enjoy the fruits of their labors after they retire? They work for 40, 50 years, but they always get to the end and they seemingly ask themselves this question, like, is this it? And that happened to me at age 20, luckily, instead of age 65 or whatever it might be. But maybe it's happening to you. Maybe you're running this rat race of like, hey, like, is this it? I wake up every day, I go to work at a job that I hate just less than the last job that I worked at, so I can make just enough money to have a little bit of fun on the weekend. And then every week Monday comes around again, and it's equally unfulfilling, and this life is just a big like gift wrap of unfulfilledness that you just wake up one day and you're like, I never actually retired, and actually I can't afford to retire, and I still haven't done anything that's worth mentioning in my entire life.
Yeah.
And so we're never meant to put our work and our value and our identity in these things, because there's so much more that Jesus offers than that. And that was a lot of my advice, is like, hey, like there's a few things that I would say is, you got to have something that is like exclusively for you. Yeah. Like you got to like have a hobby or something that you're just like, hey, I'm going to go do this because it makes me feel really alive. And it's like, for you, it's like concerts. You love going to concerts and things like that. For me, it's watching sports with friends. I love doing that and talking about it. And then people are like, hey, Dane, like, where did this person go to college? And I just know. And I'm like, it's crazy Rolodex of information about sports in my head. And then explaining why things are significant. And so that is something that I really enjoy. And for my family member I was talking to last night, for him, it's like working on cars. And so I was like, dude, you should do that and work on it with your sons. And it would be a really cool thing to wake up one day and be like, hey, yeah, I built that car with my sons. And those are some of the more joyous times in my life. And you can't just keep sitting on this like race of this and this and this and this. And don't worry, I get it. There's like time that's always running out, and you can't seem to always like find time to do these things. But Tim Keller talked about it once, or no, it was John Piper. John Piper talked about it once, where you get to fight for everything. Like everything's always going to be pulling for your attention. So you have to fight to read the Bible. You have to fight to pray. You have to fight to go to small group. You have to fight to actually pursue these hobbies, because this entire life is a fight, and then one day you die, which I'm getting to that here in a second. But when you're at work, like this is 8 hours a day, a third of your life is spent at work. And so what are you doing there at work? Like you just punch your clock, and are you a different person at work? No, you're supposed to be a secret agent that kind of works for Jesus, and that sounds ridiculous or whatever. But you're telling people that they're chasing, and what they're chasing is actually heading towards a cliff of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Like you're the person that's standing there on the edge of the cliff that's saying, hey, you're going the wrong way, you're driving the wrong way. And in fact, you're just going to keep going until one day you wake up and you never clocked out, you never did anything of noteworthy. You're just like, what am I doing with my life? And so you ask the question, what are we to do? Yeah. You live this life on mission for Jesus, and then you retire, or better said, you're redeployed, because retirement is actually what people call dying in Christianity. That's when you get to retire from telling people about Jesus, is when you die.
Which is why you never clock out.
Which is why you never clock out with Jesus. Exactly. Yeah. So you never clock out with Jesus. You live your life on mission, and then you retire from your physical job, but then you go and you do this next thing, whatever that next thing is, and you're still telling people about Jesus. And the day you get to retire from telling people about Jesus is the day that you die. And that's the day you actually get to quit telling people about Jesus. And so my verses for the week that kind of go with this is Matthew 11:28 through 30 here. And it says, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Jesus is talking here about how, hey, the things that he gives you, it's easy, it's light. And yeah, in this life, you're going to be laboring, you're going to be heavy laden, and you're going to be tired, and you're going to be burnt out. And he's the only one who actually gives you rest. And he's inviting you into that. All you have to do is say yes.
Let's go. That's actually a really good word. I mean, you always have like good words, but
I wrote this one down.
That's nice. So. I like that a lot. Number 2 sponsors of the week: Jake, Trust and Art, Pretty Ricky, and Reverend Banks. Wait. You said earlier, I don't know if we said on the podcast, that Judgmental Jake doesn't want to be mentioned as like a sponsor.
Yeah.
He is not.
I know.
We took him off.
We took him off because
which means
he said
he's
that.
not listening. So there you go, Judgmental Jake. Because we still got Jake, Trust and Art, who really loves being a sponsor of the pod. We got Pretty Ricky, who doesn't know he's a sponsor of the pod. And then we got Reverend Banks, who, I mean, what a guy.
I mean,
what a guy.
He got married and his wife pregnant in the same year. That's pretty.
That's like the.
It's pretty healthy.
That 2 for 2. Let's go. And then our third sponsors of the week are all of the fans who are disgusted with the Chiefs right now, because Chiefs owners specifically.
Yeah, everybody who's a Chiefs hater and wants to join #Team Chiefs Hate, we got room on the bandwagon.
Let's go. So that is very big. Also, just kind of random. I don't know if it'll sound any different, but we finally did upgrade our mics to the official.
I think it sounded different.
I think it'll be interesting when I go to edit. So hopefully, again, I'm still learning after what is now the 4th year, still learning how to make this sound good. So hopefully it sounds way better in your ears. Maybe you didn't notice anything. Who knows?
Take the car key out of your ear.
But yeah, I got one of these microphones because we already had one, and then I made one more deal this past week with someone in Mount Vernon, Missouri.
Whoa.
Luckily met at the sheriff's office, so he didn't like jump me or anything. But got a cool mic, and now hopefully we sound better and sound all professional. So
you imagine looking outside of the sheriff's office and you see two guys making a deal.
Well, I saw in Springfield, they actually are Springfield, or maybe it's in Kansas City. I think it's in Kansas City. They talk about it on like Ghostrunners. They have like parking spots, where it's like Facebook Marketplace deal spots, so that way someone has somewhere safe to meet. A meeting like at a sheriff's office or police department, which is actually really cool. They have spots set up for it. So that is kind of nice. And then also, we still have Until Next Week shirts available. We will soon have 2 fewer because I'm going to get one to Ryan Rockwell and Keenan A. Smith. But if you want one, hit us up. Use the code Samuel14434 if you want $5 off 2 different paddles at Friday Pickleball. And then Dane's ministry support link still in the bio. You only can support him for about 6 more months. So if you want to help him last minute,
send me $5,000 via Venmo.
Yeah, he actually still will accept Venmo donations after his link goes down. So I
will always accept Venmo donations.
Just want to point that out. Also, keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave us 5 stars. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where you can leave us a voice memo. And also, just thanks again for listening to episode 157 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Samuel's not wearing pants.